that this is part of what I think either makes it difficult for people to engage or makes it hard for people to make progress because it's kind of like whack-a-mole, or it's kind of like you go out to weed your garden and you realize, oh wow, this is really everywhere, because there's so many different things. And what I'd like to encourage our audience is, as maybe you thought it was, let's be extreme for comparison. Maybe you thought this was just a pay gap thing, and we got to kind of get the pay right. And we just go over this, and we're like, wow, it's all of this. It's domestic violence, and it's uncompensated time, and it's what's going on at home, and it's not just equality but equity. As you look at that, I want to encourage our audience. These are all things you can take action on. So I'd like it if we as compliance and ethics professionals and as leaders who care, we can say, okay, well, there are a bunch of things to do. That doesn't mean that I'm further away from the goal than I was. I'm actually just where I've been the whole time. Now these are some different things that I can take action on. I can put that policy into place. That's pretty actionable. I can probably do that in a month or a few months or whatever. So as we kind of lay this out and say, hey, there are a lot of different facets to this. I'd encourage you to see the hope in that of like, okay, well, that's something specific. It's not just this big amorphous thing that I have to try to make sure that everyone's fine and I don't even know what the problems are. We can start laying out those problems and putting those into an action plan of trying to make progress on it. And I so appreciate you bringing up so many of the things that you brought up, Alita, because it is more than just about pay. It is, and it's more than just about pay and women. So you brought up the pay for women cross-cut against their racial identity, and what did I pick that up right? You said that Asian women get paid more than white women, and then Black women and Latina women are kind of sequentially lower on that scale. So that's something that people can look at. And if you've just been looking at people who identify as male versus female and what's the pay gap, you can cut that another way, and then that becomes something actionable. Oh wow, this is a blip. We can start to try to kind of bend the curve on that, and then look at all these different things.